I fixed it. Dude! Let me finish my bagel that's cold now. Man. Bro, holy shit. Holy shit. Where the fuck am I? Come on. There we go. Mine got. Why is it not rich? Oh my god, give me a second. This shit is so annoying. There we go. Good lord. Anyway, hey, hi, hello, how are you? My name is Cal, you're listening to the Salmon. This is here to play games if they would fucking work. Actually, the games are working, it's my peripherals that aren't working. Long story short, I have like a USB-C extender. Because my computer only has a couple, like USB ports, and I needed more. and my microphone, for some godforsaken reason, just decided to stop working in the extended port, even though it's worked, you know, the entire time. But whatever. I got it working now. That's what matters, I guess. Anyway, we're starting 2.5, which is the final part of A Realm Reborn. But first, we need to go do Cloud of Darkness. Or sorry, World of Darkness. Hi, real homie. I also have my coffee. Was I an hour late to stream? Yeah. Morning streams, I'm not built for them right now. When I was doing morning streams last year, I was like going to bed at a decent time. I don't anymore. But I'm here now. It's fine. I do have a strict cutoff time in 3 hours. So, we'll see how far I get. Hello, Graha. I'm not going to be reading too much because there's so much. Why is it so quiet? Holy shit. I have news you must be made aware of. None of it bodes well. Ooh. I woke Emperor Zandy, but we made sure he was laid to rest permanently. Yes, we did. So Kitty is here. Emperor had sealed a binding covenant with the terrible void sent known as the Cloud of Darkness. Even as Doga and Une labored to annul this contract, the entity reached through a rift and dragged the pair of them and Nero out of our realm. It was Nero's own fault. Since that day, we've been trying to— oh my god, cat. Hail. Trying to get them out, but research exposed more dire problem. Tower still acts upon Zandy's orders and is collecting energy to open another void gate. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Only heed those with royal blood of Alag. Alag! There she goes. Royalty had some means of bestowing their blood upon others. He's got the blood. Power could discharge and cause a calamity like to the one that destroyed Alag. In truth, we have more than just 3 lost compatriots to worry about. If we do not act, our very world will fall before the might of this threat. Yeah, that tracks. Because nothing can be simple. Rescue those who can control the tower from beyond the Dark Realm and seal shut the rift after them. Wishfully, not all our news is quite so bleak, but this can be to our benefit. We can use Circus's power for our own purposes and create a portal to carry us into the Dark Realm. Let's go. Just the man we need. Yep, I'm here. We make our way to the Crystal Tower. Oh, my cat's being naughty. Naughty, get down. You know better. Get down. Ew. Goodness. I had like a full breakfast too, I had a bagel and eggs. Eggs. Time is of the essence, my friend. Yeah, fair. I'm going. I should audio check. Fuck. Alright, so how is this going? I try to... There we go. There we go. Okay, things are audible, I guess. That's fine. They could probably stand to go up slightly more. Why is it like this? There we go. Let's go. But you'd best wait at the top. Okay. Waiting for engineers to give a signal and we'll see if we can open a gateway to another world. There's something amiss, Graha. The throne. There were those who tried. Your eye is telling you things. We're ready. Now, let's go. Oh shit. Void gate get. And if you can use it, I'll remain here. Cal, go in. Yeah. I knew this was happening. You just want to send me in. Only Gambit, but I have every faith you will succeed. He's so small. He's gotten so polite, too. Not rambunctious anymore. Be kinda sad. Should speak to you about my eye. Sanguine hues must have some bearing upon my destiny. This much Doga himself admitted, but what? In truth, the more I learn of the Crystal Tower, the less I am myself. Somehow, meeting those two clones has wrought great change in me. I'm consumed with remembering something ancient but ever so important. My father's words echo in my mind, the selfsame ones his father told him. The truth of our eye rests with Alag. Mayhap what I wish to remember in these words are related, mayhap not, but I know I must learn the truth that history hides from me. I would see this journey, our journey, through to the very end with mine own two eyes. So I implore you, allow me to join you beyond the rift. Okay. You have my thanks, my friend. Now let us venture into the world of darkness to save our comrades and our realm. Yeah. Oh shit! Insta-Q was not expected, but I'm here for it. Thank you, Ether. Holy shit. Come on, baby. There we go. Just had to encourage them a little bit. What if I remove my chat block? And just close the chat. And then if something slips through, well... Rip. Look at me. Leading the charge with all these half-naked people. Let's go. Haha. Wow, people actually interrupt. Nice. Eureka weapon. Such a good weapon. It's like red. And they've got it. Nice. Hmm. Why not? Yay. Hello, kitty. Hi. There we go. Nice. That's quite fast. Oh, it's Cerberus now. What always annoys me here is that you don't have to put the fetters on until the very end of Reawakening. But, like, he wakes up the second you do put the fetters on, so honestly, people should wait and not fetter him until, Reawakening is almost done casting. That way we get as much time as possible to just hit him while he's down. But no one ever does that. Nice. I have cutscene. Who disturbs the gloom? Ah, mortals from the realm of light. I am the cloud of darkness. What I do not smother, I devour. The covenant is everlasting. All mortals before the flood of darkness will sink lifeless into the void. Oh, they waited. Wait, did they? They did not. That's fine. It's less work for me. I'm lazy. It was this easy the entire time? I just had to right-click the name? Brother. Okay, I know now. Go on, go do tank things. I wanted to LB. I'm level 55 now, I think. Ooh! Killer. Oh shit, pretty. Nice. Nice. Oh, yay. Yay. Nice. Where in the seven hells are they? Without them to stem the energy in the tower, our defeat at the cloud aids our cause little. Doga, Une, can you hear me? Nero! Must you be so infernally... My cat's being naughty, just watch the cutscene. What are you eating? So naughty! I want the record to be known that I offered her egg. She completely ignored it. And now she's climbing in the sink for it? Naughty kitty pats. Pats though, just pats. There's hope. I love seeing on old gear all the pixels. It's so funny. You dared to challenge me, and now must feel my wrath. Got a point. She's eternal in her realm. Sever Zandy's covenant. Callan, Graha, you must flee! You mean to stay here? Oh shit, dog. Trickery, your blood. You too gain protection from Zandy's blood. Hell yeah, he does. Tell him the truth. You are possessed of royal blood. That is why the royal eye runs in your line. It is a gift you have inherited. You have been granted authority over the Crystal Tower. I thought time would consume all of Alag that was. That a man should still live with his forebears' blood in this age can be no coincidence. Crystal does not like to recognize you as Allagan, not as you are now, but your royal eye bespeaks a simple truth. In you dwells one feeble glitter that will illuminate all, the light of hope. He is the light of hope. Fuck yeah, he is. He's my light of hope. You must gain the control of the tower. We will share our blood with you, Graha, through its effects. Though its effects will be ephemeral, it will bolster the Allagan presence within you. Sharing blood is not very sanitary. This is our gift to you that you may fulfill your destiny. All with the royal eye are bound by fate to Allag. Our part in this journey is to bury Zandi's dark ambitions. This was the true Une and Doga's purpose, and we have carried it into the future. Know that as long as this light of hope survives in you, our souls will remain, even if our bodies are lost. They said we live on in you, Pookie. Sorry, don't mind me. It's not Scrap. Oh, my cat is being so naughty. I can hear her. Oh my god. Raha? Raha? The blood resonates. His eyes! They're both red! Graha! Sorry we could not live up to your expectations. Dropped it whilst defending us. See why this instrument may not be possible to get an arrow, but do not give up. There are other paths. Many other paths will await you. Of course they do. Shall never forget you. Let us leave. Run, bitch. Sorry for the crackling. Let me actually mute myself. He's such a stubborn ass. Okay, crinkling is done. Never mind. Now it's done. Sid running in and grabbing his stupid ex-husband. Beautiful. You'll return unharmed, thank the gods. Unharmed is relative, but sure. The void gate started to close. I'd never felt so powerless in my life. We went about like madmen trying to keep the gate open, and then the chief actually went and dived in. But if you're all sit, Yeah, Une and Dolgar. They're not. No. They stayed, dog. Then let us put an end to this and seal away the tower. You know not what you're saying, Rambros. Why you kicking everyone out, Graha? Why you kicking everyone out, bitch? Reminded me of my forebears' dearest wish. Not my place to keep you. Pray go on ahead of me. There's something small I would do before I return. I don't trust you. Alas, fate dictates I have a different role to play. Oh no! Ah, shit, dog. I'm not gonna cry. I won't. I'll miss our funky little cat. I'm level 56 actually, Lama. And with the means to dispel the threat of the Crystal Tower for good, let us free ourselves from the specter of the Alligans. But there's something we must do first. Let me summon the others and hear in full what happened beyond the rift. So the Allagan eye that runs in Graha's line does mean that royal blood flows in his veins. I suppose it is not so odd to think his forebears gained it via ancient technology, but who imbued his family with the blood, and for what purpose? Mayhap this was all fate, from discovering the tower to Graha gaining Une and Doga's blood. Has Graha said anything? For that matter, where is Graha, and what of Nero? I'm not sure about our resident historian, but Nero left the tower with me. Where he's vanished to since, I cannot say. But knowing him as I do, I don't believe he'll scheme against us for the time being, though he is still Nero. Kalon, you say Graha stayed behind near the Crystal Tower. I wonder if even now prepares to seal the place off. Master Rambros! Master Rambros! 'Tis Graha Tia, sir. He came into the Crystal Tower and began ordering researchers out. What? Why would he do such a thing? I do not know, sir, but he was quite insistent. He all but bodily forced me out of the gates. I suppose it's possible he told one of the others, but I wasted no time in finding out. I thought it best to hasten here and ask your guidance. Very well. Let us go and speak with these researchers and get to the bottom of this queer business. Master Gallon, please come with me. No doubt Graha means to seal off the Crystal Tower, but it worries me he did not breathe a word of his plan to us. Let's go. Make me fucking move, God. Ay. Back and forth. What in the world was Grahatia thinking, demanding we leave the tower? No doubt you want to know why. I wish I knew that myself. Of course he would tell me nothing, but he will be honest with you, sir. I am certain of it. Go no further, my friends. The doors will close ere long. So you are of a mind to seal the tower, Graha. I know time is of the essence, but all I ask is a hint of your plan. Please, come here so we can discuss this. No, my apologies, but I cannot. Come, man, what is this nonsense? If aught is amiss, surely we can help. Not this time, my friend. Just as Une and Doga fulfilled their destiny, so too must I fulfill mine. My blood has awakened me to this fact. As my father told me, the truth has always lain with Alag. Or rather, 'twas there the wish I must grant was born. You see, not all the world perished in Zandi's calamity. Survivors stood amidst the ruins of Alag, looking to the Crystal Tower, but it was nowhere to be seen. Yet they hoped its spires would again dominate the land, and prayed that the Crystal Tower would be a beacon of hope to people everywhere. Word of this soon reached the only member of Alag's royalty to outlive the Empire, the Princess Selena. Selena was moved by the people's dearest wish. She used the very best of Alag's technology to give her blood and memories to he whom she trusted most. That man was my forebear. For millennia we waited. Alag's art and ingenuity faded, our royal blood grew thin, but before the last drop could vanish from the realm, the memory of all this returned to me. And now I must fulfill the wish of the ancients. The tower will shine forth as a new beacon of hope. Raha, the Crystal Tower's strength poses too great a threat to Eorzea now. We would need technology as advanced as Alag's to use it correctly. As things stand, we barely understand the tower's workings, else we may never fully comprehend them. "'Tis as you say, Sid. We could wait for someone, someday, to reach the same heights as Alag, but by then we will have lost the royal blood and the means to control the tower. But what if I do as Amon did, and put the tower into a deep sleep?" What? You cannot mean that. I am deadly serious, Sid. The tower may only be used once men rival the Alligans in knowledge. I will slumber within Circus Tower until then, to greet those with the means to open the gates. Then I will guide them, and thus will the tower shine forth as a beacon of hope it was meant to be. 'Tis the only way to make the wishes of the ancients come true. Raha. The future is where my destiny awaits. But yours lies outside of these doors. Go, create a future where hope reigns, and the tragedies of the past are but memories. No one but you can accomplish such things. Nothing we say will make you change your mind, will it? Onwards to a brighter future. It won't be easy, of course, but that's exactly why we'll do it. We'll catch up with Alag, just you wait. We'll cover all that lost ground before you even know it. Well said, Wedge. It'll only be a few years before we come knocking, Graha. Then you're in for a rude awakening. You shall be witness to Noah's accomplishments. Pray keep alive our successes and forgive us our failures. And may we meet again, my friend. The 12 keep you until then, Rambros. I look forward to learning of your exploits. And you, Kalon, I know history will remember you. No doubt your heroism will be the star by which I chart my course when I awake. Well, now I must rest. Recalling so much has put me in the mood for sleep. Farewell, my friends. I eagerly await a future born of your courage and the ancients' wish. I didn't cry. Not entirely, at least. Oof. Crystal Tower slumbers again, then. Quiet for my taste. Goodbye, Sid. I must put all this at my back. Possibility beckons, and I am bound to follow. A new dawn has come for me. The soft sound of the sensor. Ooh. Ew. 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 Thought I already bought the other gear. Maybe I did and I shoved it in my glamour chest? I don't know. Thank you. Oh, come on. Annoying. Graha, I miss you so bad. Okay. That only took like an hour. Crazy. Just Miss Sid Callan, it seems there's much that needs his attention if he is to fulfill Graha's wishes, it seems. This is not the end of Noah, no matter how lonely St. Koenig's fight has become since our friend's departure. We'll all walk in different directions now. Remember that we labor for a brighter future lit by Graha's beacon. Sealing the Crystal Tower was but the first step. Farewell, my friend. May our paths cross again. Oui. Okay. Okay, so it's not in here already. I feel like I did buy it already, though. Right. Good Intentions is the name of this quest. There's a lot to 2.5 as well, so that's why it's broken up into 2 days for stream. I wanted to do full, which patch are we at? We're about to start 2.5. Just finished World of Darkness, and it is time for 2.5. We just sealed the Catboy away. God damn it, not voiced. Dare not neglect our other pressing concerns. We know full well that Saint Shiva will not be the last primal we face, and our relationship with Ishgard is still tenuous at best. To think that the resolution of the primal threat was once the sole priority of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Some days I wonder if it was wise for us to take on so many other responsibilities. Lest you forget, Antecedent, the Scions need not shoulder the burden alone. Were not the Crystal Braves established for this very reason? True, we are presented with a multitude of problems. However, we have all the resources we need to address them in turn. Calon, in particular, is ever a steadying hand who I trust will continue to support the Braves. Sure. To what do we owe the pleasure? Have there been further developments regarding the situation in Ul'dah? As expected, the Immortal Flames have been struggling to cope with the revelation that one of their highest-ranking officers was a Garlean agent. Suffice it to say, Teleji Adeleji and his monetarist ilk have wasted no time in attempting to turn the situation to their advantage. Coupled with ongoing unrest, the Flames are finding themselves hard-pressed. Plainly, General Ralban needs our help, and I will direct the Crystal Braves to offer what support they can. If I am to stay abreast of the latest developments and issue effective orders, however, I cannot afford to waste time traveling back and forth. And so, for the foreseeable future, I think it would be best if I were to remain in Ul'dah, unless you have an objection. None whatsoever. We have matters here well in hand. She said get the fuck out. When Brida's research is proceeding as planned? So she tells me, although I am not familiar with the details. Rinalger is poring over his tomes of the Waking Sands, and the others are contributing in their own ways. Alas, the key problem, how to form an ethereal blade at will, remains unsolved. Nevertheless, it is only a matter of time. Calon, while we focus on that task, mayhap you could assist Alphino and his braves with theirs. It would do much to restore faith in the Immortal Flames if the Warrior of Light was seen working on their behalf. But I'm not a flame. Never forget that your esteemed status allows you to act in ways that those more tightly bound to organizations and nations cannot. As ever, I implore you to do so. Sure, I guess. Not that your response was ever in doubt, but I humbly thank you once more for aiding our cause. Now then, there are preparations I must attend to before my departure, such as receiving Real's latest report. He has proven to be quite skilled at gathering informations others wish kept secret, hence why I placed him under my direct command and ordered him to investigate the Ul'dah riots. Real, yeah, when we recruited him, I was like, you. When you have finished here, join me outside. Depending on what he has to say, I may have a few tasks. If there are any developments on our front, I shall inform you at once in the usual fashion. May return to the Waking Sands. He looks funky in his stupid little Crystal Brave uniform. There you go. Absolutely. Let's talk to him. I love the Tatars just standing so politely back there. Pleasure as always, Cal. You'll be escorting the commander to Ul'dah, I take it. Actually, I had another task in mind for him. If you would be so kind as to repeat your report for his benefit. Right then. Me and mine have been making inquiries into the source of the weapons, what found their ways into refugee hands a way back. So happens we caught wind of something promising, a rather large purchase of sharp and pointy things by a black marketeer holed up near Highbridge. I doubt this man would have secured such a quantity of weapons if he did not already have the clients waiting. Clients that, for whatever reason, would prefer this transaction to remain secret. Brings to mind that merchant what caught an arrow while talking to Calon, don't it? Generous fellow, he was, doling out swords and spears to the downtrodden and disgruntled. Which isn't to say these clients have the same mischief in mind, but if you want to be sure, might be prudent to intervene before they collect their goods, savvy? Seizing the weapons before they fall into the wrong hands would be for the best. However, if we strike at the appointed hour, we might capture the black marketeer as well as his clients. What say you, Calon? Sure. Then it is settled. Rendezvous with Captain Ilbert at Highbridge, and intervene when the exchange takes place. Now then, if you would excuse me, I must leave for Ul'dah. I expect good tidings. Sometimes I'm like, oh, it's not voice, but then I'm like, oh, thank God it's not voice. I don't have to listen to, Sam Riegel. Why? But it also means I don't get to listen to Talus and Jaffe whenever Thancred's there. Obnoxious fucking coats. Ah, Calon. My scouts have been keeping a close eye on the Black Marketeer, and it would seem that his guests have arrived. It would also seem that he has hired more than a few men to stand guard. Common thugs of no consequence, but they nevertheless pose a threat. Even so, I feel compelled to apologize. This is far beyond beneath a man of your standing, and Commander Leveilleur needn't have dispatched you hither. But powerful men ever have need of loyal, able-bodied friends. Having found one in you, 'tis only natural that he would have come to rely upon you without hesitation. You really said, damn, Alphino would just be sending you everywhere, huh? Now then, we should make for the burning wall without delay and secure those weapons. The first unit will ensure that the clients do not escape. With me, Calon. Okay. Not once have I ever done this one. But I like walk past it all the time. Not the cure, what the fuck? Bye. Oh yeah, brother. This one I have done. I spy the one man, but there are sure to be others. I have a plan. Will you approach the sentry and create a distraction? My men and I will slip past and catch the black marketeer unawares. Okay. Once you've disposed of the thugs, wait for us outside the tunnel entrance. Any questions? Then let us be off. Good luck, my friend. God, did y'all just murder? The brass blades! They're fucking murdered. Shit. Oh, this is embarrassing. Anyway. I don't understand. What's this all about? I think this is the first instance of Ilberd being sus as hell. As you can see, this is a fine mess. When I tried to restrain him, he drew a hidden blade and lashed out, but before I could disarm him, one of my subordinates panicked, and this is the result. How foolish of me to underestimate the bastard, and to bring an inexperienced recruit. Commander Laveilleur will be most disappointed. Damn it all, a golden opportunity wasted. And it's because he was the one that... Ooh. Though we know not how, they slipped past our perimeter. That's because you're the fucking client. At present, the first is currently tracking them. Brushblades, alas, we are here to aid them. They're in no position to aid us. Well, at the very least, we've secured the weapons. Yet even that accomplishment is lacking, for the information we received indicated a massive shipment, and this is anything but. Sloppy of him, absolutely. Very sloppy. I will join the first in their hunt for the Duskwhite sellswords. If the gods are good, we will catch them before... Who said they were Duskwhite? Are you being racist, Dilbert? Because the ones I fought weren't Duskwhite. They were just, like, everything. There was a Lalafell. There was a Hur. There's a Rogadine. Maybe it's a different group. Deliver these weapons to Ulda in my stead. Trust him to the third Yihase, he'll take care of the rest. I'm sure he will. Sure he fucking will, dog. Hmm. Hmm. Ever reliable friend to the Crystal Braves. Brings you to this day. Contraband. To catalog the contents, I'll have them delivered to the Hall of Flames. This cannot be everything, can it? Real stated with confidence that there will be a far greater quantity of weapons. A blatant falsehood, clearly. Clearly Real is unfamiliar with the ways of Hold-On merchants. You're being sus as hell too. Not them fucking gaslighting her. Our orders are to stand watch, not to seek glory in battle. If you have no further need of us, then I shall take my unit to the cerulean processing. They're fucking gaslighting Eliane. Mortal Flames will hear of your contribution until we meet again. Hi, Real. Oh, ho, ho. Come on, a word if it please ye. Not here. Look for me at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. No need for whistling this time, don't you worry. Shit, Real. Thanks for indulging me request. Few places better than a market for privacy, I find. All the hustle and the bustle of commerce means most conversations go unnoticed. I'll get to the point. At the Burnin' Wall, when you and the captain interrupted the exchange, what happened? Tell me everything. Leave no detail out. That's not quite how the first told it. These Duskwights they were chasing. Latest word is that we lost the trail. But you never saw him yourself? Not before the fighting started and not after? Something ain't right. I don't know what it is, but I can feel it in me bones. I'm not daft enough to be misled by misled by some merchant's drunken boasts. Our information was reliable, goddammit. I know he purchased those weapons. As if I've never deciphered a moneylender's books or had to follow a transaction back to its source. Did plenty of that when the Braves were getting started, believe me. The commander wanted assurances that we weren't taking gil from the wrong sort of benefactors. Of course, these days the money flows like water, and the first and third get the shiniest new toys. Forgive me, friend. I have a lot on my mind these days, and I appreciate you lending an ear. Right then, best get back to it. Real. Ooh. Gallon, can you hear me? This is Tataru. Your presence is urgently requested at the Rising Stones. Please come and see me as soon as you are able. Okay. Okay, Tataru. Let me actually look. Did I ever buy those things? Nope. Why did I think I bought them? She's expensive. Oh, there we go. Ooh, fuck yeah. No, wait. Surely there's better boots than this. Okay, there has to be better shoes than this. Let me dye the Roland Berry. Oh, wait, that kind of fucks. Like the Roland Berry metal with the, like, matching that. Wait. And it matches hair, too. What if I did blue? Or, like, a nice green. Olive green looks kind of nice. Ooh, wait, olive green kind of looks nice. I don't know about the pants color, though. I think I like that more. Okay. Okay, so let me try on different boots. Wait, what level are these things? 50, 54, 54, 60. Oh, that's why I can't use them. Shite. Okay, well. That makes more sense. Like, why haven't I bought them yet? Because I can't wear them yet, dumbass. Okay. Let me see if there's any, like, Dragoon. Nope. That's what I wanted. Okay. I'm trying to find something for, Heaven's Word, which I should not do right after Tatar said, "Hurry, hurry, we need your help." It is what it is. Hey! Oh my god, wait. Fuck yeah. It'll be purely glamour. The woots. And it's cheap. Fuck yes. Okay. At favorites. At favorites. Now I just need to find pants. Yeah. Yeah. I want something with a silly little skirt. Oh. Eh. Hmm. Okay. Those are at least better than the other ones. But are there any others that are better? No. No. Well, I've got the nice heel. I don't think they'd match. Might as well just get the regular Woots ones. Pants, I think, will be my downfall. Unless there's like a... Ew. Ew, I forgot how shitty the... Oh wait, this might work. Let's see. Hmm. No, it needs to be Roland Berry. Even if it doesn't quite match right here. Wait, that actually annoys me. Yeah, it'll have to be wine. Or rust, I think. Wine. Yeah, wine for sure. Could look for other... No, there's none! Shit, I might have to hop around data centers to see if I can find it. Shit. I didn't even think of that. But I do like the way it is. Damn, okay. So let me remove... I do want those eventually. Okay. Ew. 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 Okay. Anyway. Let me stop ignoring Tataru's plea for help now. Thank you for coming so quickly. We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you. A most, determined lady by all indications. Eh? Our guest is with the antecedent in the solar at present. Not keep them waiting any longer, shall we? He's like, you took fucking forever. Hurry up. Sorry. Oh, Lucia! Hi, Lucia. We have much to discuss. Hi, Mumbrita. Be more unnerving if you spoke plainly. Born by the Lord Commander II, what matter of wind bloweth this day? Please be voiced.
We have a guest from
Yes!
who wishes to speak with you. I believe the two of you have met.
We have. I had hoped to speak with Commander Leveilleur as well, but I cannot afford to wait any longer. The Lord Commander sent me hither to request your aid in a matter of grave import.
You see now why I had Tataru summon you.
Now that we're all assembled, perhaps you would be good enough to elaborate on the nature of the matter which brought you to us.
The Observatorium's astrologians have sounded the alarm. Last night, the Dragonstar burned with an intensity not seen in 15 summers. Not since the Dravanians engaged the Empire in the Battle of Silvertear Skies.
The northern sky doth burn full bright upon the Wormlord's call. The red behemoth beckoneth, and flame consumeth all.
The old Curthan rhyme, aye. The brightening of the Dragonstar is said to accompany the roar of a great worm. The astrologians believe that it was
Worm.
Midgard Soma himself who cried out on this occasion.
After an absence of centuries, the King of Kings did return to lead his kind against the might of Garlemald. Only to fall in his duel with the Agrius, proud flagship of the Garlean fleet. Devoid of life, his corpse remaineth entwined about the Magitech monstrosity even unto this day.
And it's cool as fuck.
A Realm has the right of it. Whatever this alteration in the Dragonstar portends, the Great Worm has shown no sign of life. Tataru, have the Domans reported aught out of the ordinary?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if Midgard Zorma had roared, wouldn't we have heard it here in Revenant's Toll?
Roar is but a figure of speech. Dravanians can communicate in ways beyond our ken. It is for this very reason that we are forced to look for signs in the heavens. We cannot say with any confidence that a great worm roared at all,
Weird.
much less that it was Midgard Sorma. Only by directly examining the Keeper of the Lake can we be certain. However, it will take too long to gain the Holy See's approval to dispatch the Temple Knights. Therefore, Sir Emric would entrust this task to you. Do you accept?
I'll do anything for Emmerich.
We knew you would not disappoint us. Now, if you would
I'll
excuse
do
me, I
anything
must
for that
return and
man.
assist the Lord Commander. We have precious little time to prepare.
To prepare for what, pray tell?
When a great worm roars, his brethren cannot choose but answer. We prepare for battle.
Forgive me if I state aught which you already know, but I would ensure that you understand the nature of your destination. As Urianger stated, what we now call the Keeper of the Lake is the wreckage of the Agrius, former flagship of the Imperial fleet, and the corpse of the worm responsible for its destruction. 15 years ago, as the next step in his campaign to subjugate Eorzea, Gaius van Baelsar attempted to seize control of Mordona. So massive was his force that all thought his victory a foregone conclusion. But an unlikely ally came to Eorzea's aid that day. Midgard Samor, legendary guardian of Silvertear Falls, burst forth from beneath the waters of the lake and led a host of dragons against the Garlean airships overhead. In what would later become known as the Battle of Silvertear Skies, the Great Worm felled countless airships before engaging the Agrius. In the ensuing struggle, the flagship's cerulean engines failed, and it tumbled into the lake below. Yet this victory came at a great cost, for the explosion which followed claimed the life of the Great Wyrm as well. That same explosion transformed Silvertear Falls into the desolate wasteland it is today, draining the lake of its waters and crystallizing ether for realms around. Yet a remnant of the lake remains, and at its center a constant reminder of that fateful day long ago. In accordance with Sir Emeric's wishes, our Doman allies have been standing watch over the Keeper of the Lake. It would be wise to speak with them before investigating the wreckage yourself. Be careful, my friend. We know not what dangers await you within. Now then, let us not neglect our own tasks. There is much to be done, and precious little time to do it. Hi, Lucia. Oh my god, I'm taller than Lucia. Playing as a tall character is so funny to me. Because I'm so used to being shorter than everyone. It's so funny. Gloom. Grah. I was about to send word to Revenant's told about the Garleans. Of late I've seen small airships, likely from Castrum Sentry, come and go from the Keeper of the Lake. Though I cannot say for certain at this distance, I believe they may be salvaging something from within the wreckage. Castrum's supply lines have been cut for some time, and I'd wager they're desperately in need of spare parts and other equipment. It was true then. The Ishgardians honestly feared that the worm might rise again. Well, from here that seems rather unlikely. But if it's assurances they want, you've no choice but to inspect the corpse in its entirety. Easier said than done, given the creatures which inhabit the wreckage, and the aforementioned Garleans who won't take kindly to your presence. God, the fucking wings being like this. They're sure to fire upon an airship, so I'd advise a more stealthy approach. Take this boat and a few of your comrades to the base of the Agrias, then climb to the top. That's the only viable approach, I'd say. Hell yeah. Because I'm lazy. Let me actually go to the bathroom first. BRB. Okay, hi. I also made another coffee. Haha. Joined a queue. Alright, let me find my slippers. Fucking coat. Oh! It's like 66 degrees in my apartment, I think. Which is really nice. However. Coffee. Finds a bit. Find me a sweater. Maximum cozy. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Changed the curtains that I have hung up last night to blackout ones from Sheer Wall. Just because I was like, these have color. What if I added a color? I like it. Kinda like it. And I do have other curtains in my car, but I need to get things to hang the curtains because I have one massive window that's just sitting there. No covering except for the fucking ugly ass vertical blinds. But you know what? It's fine. Man. Man. Not the flash flood in LA. Oh, Lord. I have a package coming tomorrow that I was not expecting until, like, I think Thursday. And the only reason it's coming tomorrow and not today is because of the bank holiday today. I'm so fucking excited. So excited. And then my final pre-order should be released to me sometime this month. So excited. It's the Hongjung birthday lamp that's in the shape of a marigold. Oh, I'm not BRB anymore. And it's so cool and so cute and came right as I was thinking about, like, I want another lamp. Because I've been I'm very much like I love an overhead light, which I know is a sin to a lot of people, but I love an overhead light. I like the brightness, I like being able to see. However, my overhead lights in my apartment don't span my entire apartment. It's weird. So I have to, like, make up for it with lamps, and there's one, like, little table that I want to have, like, a better lamp on. I'm like, And it's perfect there, and I'm so excited. And it should be released somewhat soon-ish. Actually, I think it was supposed to— let me look. Let me look. Shop by artist. ATs. This is what I do while I'm in queue. I either, like, wander around and do chores or I, like, go and search. Okay, here we go. The Petal Glow. Yeah, so release date was 6 days ago in Korea. So they should get it in like 2-3 weeks, and then I'll get it in another week. Ooh, I'm so excited. Oh, I forgot it comes with like photo cards and like stickers and stuff. Fuck yeah. So excited. But the other thing that I had pre-ordered was the not ATs, Stray Kids Celebrate merch. I got Han's hat and Lino's cat plushies. So I get Sundung Dori soon. I'm so excited. And the I'm Not Stupid hat, which I'm so excited to wear. I think it's such a funky little hat. Oh wait, Itsy Tour merch. Fuck! Oh, they have a ring? That's sick. MD Light Ring V2. I forgot that their light stick is a ring, which is so cool. I want Itsy to release their US or like North America tour if they're doing so. Because I want to go. Even if I'm like in like the farthest possible, I want to go. Ooh. Oh, they have Light Ring custom sticker sets. That's cute, so you can decorate it yourself. Oh, wait, that jacket's sick. The twinsie are so cute. Oh my god. Itsy is like my girl group. Can they stop with these fucking spam calls? Good god, leave me alone. Jesus. A recent loan inquiry. I haven't fucking inquired about any loans. Eat shit. I'm so serious. Leave me alone. Okay. Ew. Report spam and delete. Christ. I should start signing these people up for like the most heinous spam stuff. Hi, kitty. I mean, okay. I could literally do anything. Hi, that was cute. I'll pet my cat instead because she's very cute and being very polite. Hello. Very sweet. Tucked up under my chin. Baby. She's a noisy little baby, but she's a baby. She slept under my blankets with me last night. She only usually does when it's really cold, so it was very cute. Although she did bite my heel. I feel like if my foot is within range, she has to bite it. She feels like a compulsion. Oh, my little kitty. There she go. Okay. I need to get like a spring collar for her, because I don't think I have a springtime one. Do I? Wait. No, I do, right? I have a little strawberry one. I'm gonna look through my collars. That's orange. That's summer. That's her Halloween collar. My spoiled little creature. That's peach. That's also summer. Wait, I definitely have a strawberry one. There it is! Oh shit. I'll change your color after this. Commence! I want to change it back to her pink, too. There we go. Pink tags there. Money. I remember I used to get a Keeper of the Lake in roulettes fucking constantly. And now I like, I've never gotten it in like 2 years, I don't think. I got a card. Wow. Plonk. Plonk. Oh my god, these fucking frogs. The Nixes. Oh, well. Hello? I've never seen someone do shit like this. That was weird as fuck, I won't lie. Wow, look at me addling. Nice. Ah. My stupid Moogle book. Christ. I can't tell if thudding sounds are my cat or if it's shit happening outside. There we go. I'm just a sprout. I think it was my cat. God, this shit's loud. Hello. Okay, maybe it wasn't my cat. She was right next to me, I think. Oh, my bad. Hey, didn't waste anything. Nice. Okay, well I completely lost my great damage, but whatever. Oh, I can hear the cat crying. Anyway. Nice. Cutscene, cutscene, cutscene. God, I love this music so much.
Who treadeth now upon my bones, and waketh me from slumber sweet? Thou hast forgotten the face of thy lord. Remember, mortal, and fear me.
I will say it a million times in the coming expansion. The dragon design in Final Fantasy XIV is fucking incredible. I fucking love it. I haven't done this in so long, but I love this fight. Oh. Not targetable anymore. Oh, no, there's someone banging against my door. What the fuck? I don't like this. What the fuck? Okay, there we go. Oh, sick. Okay, there should be cutscene here. I'm gonna be right back to see what the fuck that sound was.
By her gifts hast thou earned a moment's reprieve. Speak, mortal, and I shall listen. Guided by a star. My people have heard the song. Ishgard shall burn. Sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. We do not forget. We do not forgive. Seven children did I sire. One now singeth of retribution.
That was weird. Whatever. Nidhogg!
I rise to join in the chorus. Thou art powerless to silence us, mortal. Yet thou shalt not live to labor in vain. Thy reprieve is at an end. Trickery is thy shield. This frail, ignoble creature is not gifted, but chosen.
Ooh.
Hearken to me, Hydaelyn. I remember, and I consent. Fear not, mortal. I shall not harm thee.
Ooh. Ouch. My crystals. He's taking my crystals. I earned those. Mostly. Mostly. I'm emo now. What the fuck? My array. The hell? That's not cool, Midgard S'more.
Mayhap thou thinkest me an oath breaker. Thou art mistaken. If thou comest
Change your call.
to harm, it shall be by another's hand, not mine. I did but strip thee of thy
Lee again. Itty bitty dragon friend.
The covenant binds me to thee. I shall watch, listen, and wait. Fight and struggle, if it be thy will. Man hath ever coveted that which lieth beyond his grasp.
True enough.
I drink of her body, and thence doth mine own find new life. When it hath grown whole, the loyal penitent shall rejoice. The dragon song heraldeth a beginning and an end.
Oh shit. You may summon him by using minion guide. Oh my god. Okay. I'm on the Rising Chorus. Oh my god, I'm only on the 4th fucking quest of this goddamn patch. Okay. Were those explosions I saw? Yeah. Alfino left a message saying that you were to return to the Rising Stones at once. Okay. Okay. I did buy those because I was like, these are fucking hot. And they were cheap. Let me actually do that now. Got 2 of your kids I could summon. Oh, I can't summon a minion here. Oh, that kind of fucks. I kind of like that. Oh, that's a little... Do I like these? Not really. That's okay. There we go. There we go. I love that Lucia is just hanging out. I got about half an hour longer I can play. Praise the 12 that you are hale and whole. I came as soon as Minfilia informed me of Sir Emmerich's request. You have completed your investigation of Keeper of the Lake, I take it? Then I would hear your report. You conversed with Midgard some more? I swear, were anyone else to make such a claim, I would regard it with considerable skepticism. Are we to understand that the Worm Lord did not perish, and has in sooth lain dormant these past 15 years? Yes, he was Eepy! Less a resurrection, and more a rejuvenation for he who dwelleth in eternity, years passing as moments. Though his words were ambiguous at times, one statement left little room for interpretation. My people have heard the song, Ishgard shall burn. Clearly, an attack is imminent. We must share this information with Sir Emmerich immediately. However, we dare not divulge your conversation with Midgardsamor in its entirety. To even acknowledge that you heard the voice of a Dravanian is a grave but necessary risk. Lest we forget, men have been executed as heretics for declaring as much. For your protection and the sake of our tenuous relations with Ishgard, cannot leave this room. As for how we shall present our revelation to Sir Emmerich's emissary, you may leave that to me. Pray remain here for now. Is there something you are not telling us, Callum? You seem different somehow. It is almost as if you are missing something. Something important. He yoinked my blessing. 12 forfend! Midgardsamor stripped you of the blessing of light. Are you alright? How do you feel? I see. 'Tis a relief to hear that you are otherwise unharmed. It beggars belief that any being could possess the power to deprive you of her blessing. Midgardsamor made mention of a covenant, did he not? One of the ancient myths regarding Silvertear Falls states that when the waters came into existence, so too did the Great Worm. Arthur and Nymea, brother Time and sister Fate, decreed that Midgardsamor ever watch over the source, from which all water and magic was said to flow. I wonder, what if this was the covenant of which he spoke, and 'twas not the gods with whom he treated, but Hydaelyn herself? Well, if he is watching over you as he claimed, mayhap you will have an opportunity to ask. Let us keep this matter to ourselves. I do not wish to burden our friends needlessly. Art thou a pawn, or master of thy fate? What hast thou wrought by thine own hands, mortal? Great question.
My friend, I can scarce believe it. You confronted the Worm Lord and lived to tell the tale. I give thanks to Helone for your preservation. perfect as our soul calls for gladness. Your encounter with the Keeper of the Lake served to confirm our fears. A great worm has roared, and it makes little difference if it was one of the two in Eorzea or any other. The Dravanians are coming.
I am told that Ishgard has magical defenses against Dravanian attack, though I am not privy to their exact nature. Will they be enough to repel a massive force?
Ishgard has weathered countless assaults over centuries. This will be no different. And now that you have confirmed the threat, none can ignore the Lord Commander's calls for the wards to be strengthened. I dare not presume to speak for him, but I expect the Lord Commander would sing your praises.
Hell yeah, brother.
I must away, but we shall meet again soon.
Countless assaults weathered, and this will be no different? Why am I not convinced?
Ooh. The Ishgardians have warred with the Dravanians for centuries, nay, nearly 1,000 years. All that time, not once have their enemies breached their defenses and entered the city proper. But regardless of how strong these magical wards may be, nevertheless fear that the Ishgardians are underestimating the gravity of the situation. Though it was not Midgardsormr who roared, a call to arms by one of the first brood cannot be ignored. Until such time as they choose to request our aid, however, we can do naught but observe the situation at a distance and pray that our fears are unfounded. Munbrida! Ere I forget, I believe Munbrida has requested a gathering of the Scions. I assume there has been some progress concerning our efforts to combat the Ascian. Pray inform her that our business with the Ishgardians is concluded for the moment. I shall be along once I have completed my communications with the Crystal Braves. Ascians are next on the menu. Hi, Lamin. Lesbian cat MILF. Fuck yeah. Please be voiced.
Now that everything's
Thank
calmed
God.
down a bit, relatively speaking, I mean, I thought it might be a good time to share our progress on the weapon. I believe we're on the verge of a breakthrough.
Well, don't keep us all in suspense.
Just in case anyone's forgotten, let's start by reviewing what we already know. So, an Ascian is an immortal because its soul doesn't return to the ethereal realm when its host is defeated. Instead, it flees to the place that lies between our world and the void. Therefore, the first step to permanently defeating an Ascian is preventing its soul from making this journey. And if you recall, when we last gathered here, I had verified that White Auracite has adequate capacity to entrap the beings, albeit only briefly.
Which left the small matter of their extermination.
Aye. To unmake an Ascian soul, one must needs smite it with a concentrated burst, or blade, of purest ether. However, we wanted for both the data and the means to forge such a weapon.
Short of experimenting on an actual Ascian, you see, there's no way to gauge how much ether its soul is made of. As such, We don't know what etheric density our blade needs to have in order for it to work.
So we'll just have to make the densest blade we can and hope for the best. Though that would require a lot of ether. Hang on a minute! Why didn't we think of this before? White aurosite can hold an absolute heap of ether, can't it?
Please tell me you're joking. God's sakes, Ida. I feel as though I'm reliving the same scene over and over with you. How many times do you need to be told that white aurosite cannot store ether for long periods? Being intangible matter, ether is given to dispersion. Only in its crystallized form is it a stable source of energy. I will test you later on this, so see to it you do not forget.
Right, yes. It's all coming back to me.
So our hopes rest on good old crystals again, do they? While they are certainly reliable, they leave something to be desired in the area of portability.
Indeed. I am reminded of the quantity of corrupted crystals required to thwart Leviathan, and the extraordinary lengths to which the Lamentsons went to transport them. What if it should prove that a similar quantity was needed to destroy an Ascian's soul? Or still more?
I do not envy the poor sod who has to lug all of that around, on the off chance that an Ascian appears.
That's the very problem we set out to solve. And I reckon we've found the answer. If it isn't practical to lug around the ether we need, we'll just have to draw upon another source. And the only viable source is the land.
If you mean to tap the Great River of Ether, know that it will entail considerable risk. Meddling with the currents may well induce a surge like to the one which despoiled Mordona.
Give me a bit more credit, will you? Why would we need to tap the river when there are veritable reservoirs jutting out all over the land? Aye, I speak of corrupted crystals. It might be that their aspect is out of balance, but a crystal's a crystal. It contains ether, and we can help ourselves to it.
While corrupted crystals are indeed abundant, there is no guarantee that they will be in close proximity at a crucial moment.
But what if we don't need them to be? What if we could tap their power from afar, a malm away, say? If we could do that, we'd have ready access to ether aplenty in almost every corner of Eorzea. I've yet to put my theories to the proof, but I've got a good feeling about this. If no one has any objections, I'd like to see where this avenue leads.
If you think it worth your while, you have my blessing. But tell us, what are your theories? I, for one, am most eager to understand the process, however vaguely.
I thought you might say that, but no one wants to listen to boring old theories all day, do they? I know I don't. So with your permission, I'd like to try something a bit more hands-on. I've already built an etheric siphon especially for this purpose, and I've been meaning to try it out. Thing is, the profusion of corrupted crystals in Mordona makes it something of a high-risk testing ground. If anything goes awry with the siphon, it would be better if it didn't happen within spitting distance of quite so much ether. Ideally, I need an isolated specimen. Does anyone know where I can find one?
May I suggest northern Thanalan? There you will find corrupted crystals of middling size, standing a reasonable distance apart. Ideal for your needs, I should have thought. Oh, and if you do elect to visit the place, I should be much obliged if you would assist me in another matter while you are in the area.
Has something happened?
Movement has been observed at Castrum Meridianum. During Operation Archon, the Alliance dealt the stronghold a heavy blow. Its facilities were extensively damaged, and its garrison reduced to a fraction of its former strength. Not long after our forces withdrew, however, their ranks were replenished by reinforcements from Castrum's sentry.
Oh,
They now
Jesus.
seek to rebuild. and to this end they have their sights set upon the ceruleum processing plant. Having lost the Empire's support, the 14th Legion lacks the resources to sustain itself. To them, this is a bid for survival, and they will doubtless fight like desperate men. Though I have dispatched the Crystal Braves, I fear their strength alone may not suffice to stay the Imperial assault. I would request the Scion's aid in the defensive effort.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to inveigle us into fighting your battle with the promise of shiny crystals. Well then, consider me inveigled. I won't lie, the crystals you speak of sound perfect, so the Garleans have to go.
I love her.
Besides, we can't afford to beat about the bush. There's no telling when the Arsians will next appear.
Thine eagerness to hurl thyself into the jaws of danger cometh as little surprise. Exercise due caution, I prithee.
Though you have become a Crystal Brave, you are yet a Scion, Alphino. We could hardly refuse you. Pray, join the Crystal Braves and lend them your support. Thangred and Papalymo shall accompany you. Ida and Yashtola, in the meantime I would have you assist Moonbreeder. Scout out the crystal clusters, that the testing may commence as soon as the Garlean threat has been eliminated.
If it please you, I shall continue mine own experiments on white orosite.
Thank you, Arianger. Everyone, pray see to your preparations and depart as soon as you are able. Go well, and be safe.
Let's go. Okay. I love the voiced cutscenes. It's like Cutscene City here in 2.5. Head straight away to the processing plant. The fourth have already deployed to the area and await arrival of the Scions. Wilred will brief you on the developing situation. Meanwhile, I must rendezvous with Captain Ilbert at our headquarters in Ul'dah. I shall take command of our forces there with a lighter heart, knowing that you go to support the front lines. Oh. You just take you to Northern Thanalan, do they not? Flaming travels to Ul'dah, and we shall serve as her escort. My daughter's behest, I go to contact certain old acquaintances in the Gilded City. We are beset on all sides by civil unrest and imperial machinations. Threatened by primals and troubled by dragons, we need all the allies we can muster. Many of my friends hold positions of power, you see, and it is my hope that they can be convinced to aid the Scion's cause. If past events have taught us anything, then we know that Eorzea must present a united front, or we shall fall. Ah, how extraordinary that my little Cilia is involved in such far-reaching affairs. I am proud that I might now stand at her side not only as a mother, but also as a colleague. A colleague with influential connections, but I fear that Ul'dah has become a place of danger for even one so familiar with her streets. Ah, woe betide the blackguard that so much as glares in your direction, my lady. I shall be well protected, it seems. Shall we be on our way then? Yeah, let's go. I do like my sword. Bye, Coltene. Okay, I'll finish this quest out and then be done for the day. Eh? Oh. A veteran of your talents is most welcome. Not that I don't think we can handle the situation, mind you. I've learned a trick or two since that disaster with the Amalja. But returning to the task at hand. Our Flames reconnaissance scouts have reported its Imperial soldiers assembling at Ralbon's push. Such a force is likely interested in only one thing, getting their hands on the resources found here at the processing plant. The Garlands could begin marching on us at any time. Pray speak with Lieutenant Edelstein that we might coordinate our counter strategy. In the meantime, I will inform the others that you have arrived. No doubt it will be welcome tidings. Private Alba, my soldiers yet tell tales of your deeds during Operation Archon. Would that we could sit a while and reminisce about old times, but I fear more pressing matters require our attention. The civilian draftsmen, you see, have come across several highly suspicious crates within the boundaries of the processing. When our sappers take a close look, and our worst fears were confirmed, these boxes contain powerful explosive devices of Imperial design no less. By my order, the Flames stationed here are conducting a thorough sweep of the compound as we speak. Though it troubles me that we were unable to apprehend the Imperial spy behind this, I have faith that our men will be able to neutralize the threat for now. In the meantime, our scouts bring troubling news on the latest movements of the Imperial army. I would once again ask for your aid. Oh yeah, alright. Next time, we will finish 2.5. Hell yeah. And that'll be Saturday, I think. Yeah, it'll be Saturday. And it'll be a long, long stream. So we can get through all of it, I hope. I hope. But yeah. Oh, so much is coming. Cutscene City. Let's go. Thanks so much for hanging out. I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, morning, evening, whatever time zone you may be in. I hope it's a fantastic one. I hope to see you next time. Farewell.